Lovely to meet. I'm Fran.
Gorge, can you give us a twirl? I'm sorry. Beautiful! I like the Princess Leia hair.
It's the detail. I have to say, hair and makeup, Alexis, she is an absolute queen. She's fantastic.
So Hugh's just confessed to having no shirt.
No shirt, but I have lots of hairs on my chest. They're keeping me warm.
I intend to unwrap my presents, fill my belly full of food, and then sit down to watch my face on telly.
Love that. What was it like to work with this bunch?
Oh yes, they're absolutely fabulous. They're an amazing bunch. And obviously with me being deaf it can be difficult, but luckily Netflix set up with I had my interpreters that are with me this evening on set as well. And also working closely with Lenny, we gave him some basic signs so that he could communicate with us. If my interpreters had to take a break for any reason, then Lenny and I were able to communicate with basic signs, which was really good, because it's important to develop that bond off-set as well as on-set. And it's just, the whole cast were fantastic. I felt like very welcoming, like it was home. I felt like I belonged, and I really enjoyed it, and it was a fantastic experience.
How exciting is this? Christmas Day, this drops.
Very
What is
exciting.
Christmas going to be like in your house? Is everyone going to be forced to watch this? Binge all four episodes?
Oh gosh, no. I'm not going to watch this with people. No, Christmas Day it's going to be me and some friends, and they will probably insist on watching it, and I will probably end up watching it.
How did it feel to live amongst magic? Did you get lost in all of this world? Because I feel like as a kid, I still believe in magic.
Yeah, it truly was. And also a shout out to the set design and the production design, because every day you turn up on these sets. I mean, Meldorf's Cave for one. I think you saw probably a tenth of what actual Meldorf's Cave. I wanted to do like an MTV Welcome to My Crib, because it just went on and on. It had a waterfall, bedrooms. It was amazing.
It all began 1,200 years ago, in the elven golden era, before the arrival of humans and monsters in the world.
Oh look, it's an absolute joy as an actor to be in this. I'm a big fan of The Witcher, and if we can leave our own little part of the lore, I will feel very proud to have been part of it, even more so, yeah.
It's exciting to be here and be amongst all this, because the fans adore these books and these series.
It's so exciting. I was just saying, it's so strange that I'm stood on the carpet promoting this, like a show which I loved making with people that I love, and that's Minnie Driver. And also look at Fran, like look at these people. I can't not be thrilled about celebrating a show with people who are so fantastic and so hardworking.
And diverse and inclusive without it feeling like we're ticking boxes.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you're going to go for diversity for the sake of diversity, don't bother. If you're going to go for diversity because you're finding the right people from the right places, bring it up, like absolutely, let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate a world where no one looks the same or acts the same, or no one has the same sexuality. That's what we want to be a part of.
I think you have one of the best characters. She says the cheekiest things, and she's a badass. Tell me about playing her.
Oh, it was a dream. I loved it. And also it's always fun to play the character with the funny lines. And when the stakes are really high and the world's ending, to come out with a bit of sense of humour now and then is always a treat.
It's a really beautiful moment for a lot of people that don't always see themselves in these type of things. What does that feel like for you? Did you have a moment on set?
So I think I had to think to myself, I had to make all these other deaf people, children or adults alike, give them that true representation on screen. That they could actually see somebody authentically deaf. And I'm Scottish, so I use Scottish, British Sign Language, and I have 2 Scottish interpreters working with me, so I have a Scottish voice, which is fantastic. So they really represent me and allow me to have my identity on set as well, and here this evening. So it's really important that young deaf people have role models to look up to, and they see that we're using the same language as them. I didn't have as much representation on screen when I was young. So yeah, I had a lot of that on my shoulders. And I just think we need to see more of that true representation on our screen.
To be casting roles that just happen to have a difference or disability, instead of that being their main character journey, is very hopeful for the future of television and film.
Taking control of the entire continent. Faced with chaos, the people will always choose order. No matter the cost.
How are you you going to sum up your character? Because I think a lot of people are excited to see.
I think he's big and scary, but with a massive heart and a massive soul.
The music is beautiful. I'm wondering if you could add one song as your walk-in song every time you went on screen, what would that song be?
It depends on the character, to be honest. So, like, I do like to use music to kind of help just kind of jumpstart a character, and it's a really random reference. So, no, it's from, it's called Justice. It's from the Murder on the Orient Express soundtrack.
Very random.
I think it's Craig Armstrong or Patrick Doyle, and it's exactly 5 minutes in. That is the exact swell of music which I use for getting into character for Brian.
There is a man who loves his music. You literally went 5 minutes in.
It's helpful to like just get in, like to know what helps.
7 warriors, outcasts, strangers to each other, bound together to fight an unstoppable empire.
Did you steal anything?
No, but however, this is the right time to use it to plug it. This ring is a ring that I wore in character as Brian.
Tip.
Well, it was mine to begin with.
Okay, so you did. That's
Yeah.
quite sweet.
Yeah.
Well, you good. You didn't take anything.
No, I mean, no. My last day was a day of sex scenes. Like, I wasn't going to take anything with me. Apart from I took my final right ear. That is it.
What did you steal?
I would be lying if I said there wasn't a Gwen the hammer in my bedroom.
God, what are you going to do with the hammer in your bedroom?
Wait and see.
Jessica nicked the hammer. It's in her bedroom. I don't know what she's going to do with it. She stole a hammer and it's in her bedroom.
Nicked the hammer.
No, nicked. Have you?
Surprise me, mate.
I
Yeah, okay.
don't know what it's doing in her bedroom. I'm a bit concerned. What did you take off set as a memory?
I tried to steal as much as I could, but I did have.
Yes, I could.
Well, yeah, I did receive a parcel in the post, which was my cleavers. So they are now pride of place in my living.
Buckle in.